All right, it is official. We now have the lipstick on the pig. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Still over here working at this house. The one I'll never get finished with. So I'll show y'all what I got here. All of that's been primed. This was all paneling. Them sunshades I put up about 6 months ago, had to take all them down. Primed everything. So me and Z-Man did that, caulked everything up last week. So now I'm getting ready. I'm putting the paint on the wall, so I think you can probably tell the difference there. The lighting's not very good. This is called an eggshell finish called Silvery Moon. The customer bought this, so this is just what I'm putting on. But anyway, I got this wall painted. When I run it up, she loves to do puzzles. when I make a run over here, I'll show y'all. You can tell it a little bit better. Well, you can see it right here. There you go. That's one coat of paint, and that's a Zinsser primer. Really good primer. Just bonds really good to. This had a sheen on it, and so it bonds really good to that. So I got a few places somewhere over here. I'm trying to remember where they're at. I patched some holes. There's some right there. Got a few little spots a few little places I need to knock down with the sanding sponge. But yeah, I think here's a few here. So I'm gonna get them, clean up everything I got to clean up with the sponge, and we're gonna start laying some more paint down, man. I didn't show y'all the cabinets I built. These are the cabinets I built her. Let me see if I can find the light switch. She is not home. I don't know where the doggone light switch is in here, man. How about this? There we go. She's not home, so I have a key to her house. I just come over here and work whenever. But here's the cabinets I built for her right here. And 2 cabinets. Y'all probably seen them. Some of them I've seen them on Facebook. But soft close hinges, and we made that. Well, I did a video of us making these doors, so we made them doors to match what she already had. And all this stuff, all this goes on the porch. That's all them sunshades and all that stuff. But this is a house that hangs back out there. I cased this in, had to case in about 8 inches on it to make that bifold door work right there. That's why that trim is so wide on the outside. It really should be like that, but because of how much I had to case in, we just run wide trim around it, which she was fine with. I hate that it come this far out to the edge, but anyway, I got a spot in the ceiling in there I had to patch where somebody had stepped through from the top when they were doing some mold work here. I've changed faucets and door locks, and I've done a lot of work here. This is probably my, as far as construction or doing stuff for one customer, this lady in the last couple of months has probably topped out my list all time. So, and when I get done with this, I'm not done. So, but you know, that's good because she doesn't rush me, and she just says whenever you can. In fact, this painting here, I mean, she asked me about this like 3-4 months ago, and several things she asked me about, and I said, well, I can't do them till lawn season's over, and you know, if you want to find somebody else, that's fine. And she's like, no, I'll wait. So, you know, she she likes the work I do, and so she's willing to wait. But you know, part of why, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna get off of here so I can get to work. Part of the reason why somebody would wait on me, and this is very key, and I'm not saying this to brag or to be arrogant or whatever. It's just a fact. Let me show you. Let me explain something to you. See that right there? That's the keys to this lady's house. She's gone for a month. You can't get that from just anybody. You ain't gonna let just anybody come in your house when you're gone. Now, I mean, I don't know if there's nothing valuable here. I haven't looked around, but I'm still in her house. So, you know, I'm gonna go look for the safe later. No, I'm kidding. I hope she don't have one, especially if somebody breaks in and gets it. But anyway, you know, that's just part of it. You know, being somebody that people can trust, and that makes a big difference. So they'll wait on stuff like that. They'll work on your schedule is what I'm trying to say. So build a good reputation. All right, let me get back to work. All right, it is official. We now have the lipstick on the pig. Yeah, that's what I told somebody the other day. When you start painting this paneling, man, there was places in here where they had, oh man, the trim they put in had 1/2-inch gaps in it. And there's some places in this paneling that's delaminated, but I mean, other than just ripping it all out and starting over. See, even this in here, this is paneling. And like right here, see that? Which most times she's got her blinds down over it, but I mean, I can put a pin nail in it, but I did nail some of it up. But anyway, I'm putting these blinds back up. This is the first job I ever did for this customer, is these blinds, these sun blinds in here. And one thing turned into another, so I got all the brackets up. So I'm gonna pop them in place and clean it up in here. I'm gonna clean up the floor good, and go ahead and put all the plates back on the outlets, switches, and then bring the furniture back in. Got some furniture in here that goes in here. I got a little bit, I had drop cloth down. I don't know if Z-Man got a little bit of paint on the floor when he was messing around here with me the other day or what. I mean, it could have been me, but I had drop cloths out. Yeah, the roller will throw paint, and I'm gonna have to get me one of those little, not real aggressive scrub pads or something to get it up. But I gotta come back here and do some more work, so I'm just gonna do that when I come back. But I'm gonna go ahead and install everything, set it back up. That way I'm done with this. I finished another project here today. While I was waiting on some paint to dry. Let's show y'all this. So this ceiling up here, right here, they had stepped down. It had a crack going that way, and a little bit over here. And I can still see it, but we got up in the attic and put boards in, and then we run drywall screws in it just to pull it back up. And that kind of helped close that crack up. And then I had to mud those holes. I did that last time I was here, and so then I come back and sanded that down, painted over it. I got to replace, I've already replaced these door locks, but now I need to do the one on this front door. It's one of those Larson doors, but I just put this in. The weather seal that was in here was just rotted. So anyway, yeah. And I got to cut a new board for this access up here because that one's a little small, and she's got one out there she wants a nut and cut, so I'll have to paint that. She's actually wanting this door changed out too. She's wanting me to see if I can find one of these, but I don't know about that. I pulled a measurement. I need to get another measurement. I do have one thing to finish up in here. She might well let me go ahead and rebuild all these cabinets, man. I tore this piece out because it was in such bad shape, and so I'm gonna get a measurement, cut down a piece of the 1/4 inch cabinet, which ain't actually like 3/16 plywood, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint it at the house, prime it and all. I'll bring it back here, pop it in, and just put a little bit of paint on it when I'm painting something else around here. I also got to paint. She wants the steps repainted. I think she said she had some of that gray paint out there or something, so I don't know. That step, the front step, this little ledge right here. Exhaust fan for the. She doesn't have an exhaust fan over the oven. Well, she has a microwave that exhausts, but there's no vent. So they close it off up there. I don't even really know if I want to mess with that stuff, but I also want one put in the bathroom. So, as you can see, there's plenty to do here. All right, let me get busy. All right, YouTube posse, I got the lipstick finished up on the pig, went to the house, dropped the trailer to pick up my boat, put the tackle in my boat, hopped out of my boat. 2 of my fingers, like on this hand for example, the ring, that finger and the pinky, a 2x4 caught this one and folded them out. Six weeks. As a matter of fact, is today? What is today? 7th? Is today the 7th? Yeah. 6 weeks to my 50th birthday. First broken bone I've ever had. Well, that's just the way it goes. So anyway, I getting referred to an orthopedic. The bone right behind the knuckle broke at an angle. It hurt so bad, man. I thought I was gonna pass out. I drove from I thought I was gonna throw up, and so I just sit in the truck. I put the air all the way on max, as hard as it would blow. I was sweating. It was hurting, man. And I said, I'm gonna go up to my house and see if I thought it was just popped out of joint, see if I could put it back in. But I went to our house that's over there by the shop, because I was like, if I pass out, I want to be in the house. And I was like, dang, I can't get it to pop back in, or you know, I couldn't get my fingers to bend straight. I was like, dang. And so Pastor Gabe and my wife said, you better go somewhere. And you know, it's 3:45 on Friday. I was like, I'm not going to the emergency room. So anyway, I came over here to this little convenient care. Well, ain't nothing convenient, but well, it was convenient. Ain't nothing cheap. So now they refer me to it's called Bone and Joint. I call it Bone, Joint, and Mortgage, because you got to mortgage something to go in there. Oh man, just the way it goes. Always something. And the first tournament of the season last year, I had the flu or COVID or something, and now here I am. I guess I sell my boat and quit fishing. Don't worry about it. What do you do? Go fish with one hand, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I got to run over to the pharmacy. So this says a non-displaced fracture of shaft of 4th metacarpal bone, left hand. Initial encounter for closed fracture. I don't even know what all that means, but I seen the picture. It's broke. It's hurting, man. Anyway, let me get off here, go get my medicine, see where my wife's at, go eat or something. So let me just go ahead and close out the video, because I doubt I'm getting back on here. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him.